everyone, and welcome to Communication Keys. This is an online site which helps parents and families with helpful tips on parenting. Here, parents often submit questions based on their own personal experiences, and we offer solutions. Our trained early childhood professionals are here to give quality responses on a 24/7 basis. Today, we have a video submission from parent Sarah Samuels. Sarah has been having some trouble with her two boys, and she says that she often resorts to corporal punishment or spanking. Our trained early childhood professional, LaShawna Alfred, will be offering some strategies for her. Stay tuned for more.
Miss Alfred, I'm having some serious problems with my boys. Stephen is 3 and Stephen is 5. They do not listen. No matter what I ask them to do, they always do different. The other day we went to a family function and the boys embarrassed me. They were so disrespectful to their grandmother. Can you hear them in the background? Sounds like they're fighting right now. Please, they're driving me nuts. Can you help me?
Now, Ms. Samuel, I noticed that one of your strategies to deal with bad behavior would be spanking. It is very easy to get frustrated when Stephen and Stefan do not behave or listen to you. However, it is important to realize that at these young ages, children begin to develop autonomy and self-realization. According to University of the West Indies 2019, verbal abuse of any family member by another family member is not appropriate or conducive to positive child development. Erik Erikson's theory on psychosocial development reveals the need for you as a parent to be especially vigilant during this time. McLeod 2018 states that at ages 3 to 5, children begin to assert themselves more frequently. Now, Ms. Samuel, the parenting style that you have described sounds like the authoritarian parenting style. The University of the West Indies Early Childhood and Family Studies Course 2008, Unit 4, 2019 states that the authoritarian parenting style is directive but not informative. UE further states that the authoritative parenting style is open to dialogue. Try discussing with your child the reasons for their behavior. You might be surprised at what you find. It's very easy to get upset when we find that our children do not behave as we expect them to. However, it is important to note that certain behaviors must be taught. Discuss with your child the reasons for their behavior and let them know exactly what kind of behavior you expect from them. This will also teach your boys that communicating their feelings is a better way to deal with situations than lashing out. This will also teach them the proper way to communicate their feelings so that they will maintain an attitude of respect to you and to other individuals. An alternative to spanking would be time out. Allow your child to sit quietly for 10 to 15 minutes while explaining to them the reason for their punishment. Tell them why they're in the timeout and explain to them the expected behavior that you would like them to display in the future. As a parent, Ms. Samuels, it is very important that you model the correct behavior that you would want your child to exhibit. For example, if you would like your child to be respectful to you and to other adults, you must maintain a respectful attitude in all of your interactions. Whether in the home or in public, whether you are speaking to your children or speaking to adults in their presence, you must maintain respect. This is a sure way to encourage your children to emulate a respectful attitude and deportment when dealing with other children or adults. Another great example is that of modeling. Modeling is exhibiting the exact behaviors that you would want your child to reciprocate. Murphy states that each child must learn to regulate his or her own behavior. This means that children have a large part to play in their behavioral development. Murphy also agrees with Brazelton 2001, who states, standards and manners are learned through modeling at ages 4 and 5. Corporal punishment is never a good strategy to use with your children when they misbehave. This is a form of physical abuse. It fosters feelings of hurt, anger, and promotes aggression. When you beat your children, it's showing them that this is the appropriate way to respond to undesirable situations. This is not what you want to teach your children. Instead, show them appropriate ways to respond to anger. Another great way to encourage good behavior is to recognize it. Offer praise for good behavior. It's easy to point out bad behavior and let good behavior go by without recognition. However, to encourage your child to be respectful and obedient, you can show your approval by offering verbal or physical rewards. Physical rewards should be age appropriate, such as an extra half hour at play or extra viewing time for an educational program. However, be careful not to go overboard with rewards, as this too can encourage bad behavior if a reward is not given when it is expected. It is highly important that you use moderation in this area. Try using rules and responses to behavior which are non-abusive. It's very easy to get frustrated when your child misbehaves or doesn't listen to you. However, it is at these young ages that children are expected to begin to develop autonomy and self-realization. According to the University of the West Indies, 2019, verbal abuse of any family member by another family member is not appropriate or conducive for positive child development. Erik Erikson's theory on psychosocial development reveals the need for you as a parent to be especially vigilant during this time. McLeod 2018 states that at ages 3 to 5, children begin to assert themselves more frequently. Authoritarian parents believe in unilateral respect and harsh discipline in keeping children in line with parental authority and demands. However, Dewey further states that this style uses the fear of punishment as the major deterrent. I'm sure you would like your children to behave because they want rather than to avoid punishment. Therefore, I advise you to focus on teaching good behavior rather than punishing bad behavior. Improve the parent-child relationship. Many parents only get involved when things start to go haywire. A good way to keep bad behavior from happening is to get to know your child. Be aware of the things that trigger them. Know where they are in their social development. Are they having problems with sharing or taking turns? Or do they need extra attention? Getting to know your child will improve the way they respond to you and the way you respond to them. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure to have you. Please feel free to post any questions or comments you may have about parenting on our website. We hope you enjoyed.